Folks, fellas, what is up? Welcome back. Are we live? Yes, we are. Excellent. So, let's dive into it. Let's fix a few things here. Let's message the first few fellas. Let's see, Matthew and Will. Who else? Henry. Let's let Henry know. Email. There we go. We've messaged enough people, I think, to start the day off. And I suppose we should give ourselves a bit of a... Oh, let's get the preview up there too. I can't. How can I do it if I can't see what I'm doing? There we go. Perfect. All right. We have to start ourselves off. Of course, we can't just. Oh, thank you, Kevin. By the way, I really like this stuff. I don't generally just go out and buy sake or anything like that, but if someone buys some for me, heck yeah. I'm not gonna waste it. Alright. Let's get into it with our first repair here. Matthew with no power. Start the clock. No lights, no power. The kilowatt says the usual power draw for a dead diode on the amp. Let's treat it as such with a little extra. Paul, what is up? Welcome. Welcome back. I'll be hitting you up soon after today's stream, so you can... Yesterday after the stream didn't go as planned, as hoped, as dreamed, but that's how things often go with a 3-year-old. Anyways, I'm gonna do my best to follow up with you after today's stream so you can get yours back. Did the second gen get back there yet? I've been very eager for your second gen to get delivered to you. Especially given it being for Daddy-O. Boogie woogie woogie. What's next? Will and Henry. Let's get Henry on the hot plate. I've got the kids' music stuck in my head. It's that freaking McDonald's Netflix anime. With the K-pop demon hunters, yeah. Got yours back a bit ago and wanted to say thanks. Well, thanks right back at you for going with us and letting us fix your stuff. It's been absolutely it's been rough since we started moving, like March. Started moving in March, finished by the end of June. Have not caught up since. So it's always nice to, it's not really nice to hear that people are still happy amongst the rightfully frustrated here and there customers expecting us to turn things around sooner. Gone are our days of turning these things around the same day they show up. We've got orders to catch up. Well, actually, I got a bunch of orders out today. I feel great about that. But it's nice, but also really crazy to see how many orders keep coming in. Because prior, if you wanted to order something from us, like a refurbished amp or a USB adapter, or that's my socket, get out of here, anything like that, you shoot me an email. You wait for me to follow up with an invoice. And that step right there is where people usually waited the longest. But I also had basically no idea how many orders I had floating around other than which shipping labels I had printed out waiting for something to go with it. But now I've got it all. It's all in one place. It's all part of that repair portal. You got a storefront. It automatically invoices you. Come on. So if you want something, you just add it to the cart, pay for it, and then you're waiting on me to ship it. I love it. But at what point, when you crunch the numbers, at what point do you hire help? You know, you freaking pay someone to help you do orders or repairs or just the customer service stuff. Well, when you can afford it, obviously, but until then, I mean, like, for me to get to the point where I could afford to pay someone else to help me is going to be very painful to scale to that point. Like, I thought I was busy now. I'd have to be way busier to afford that, basically, is what I'm getting at. Oh yeah, and I don't know what's up with my hot air gun. It's just working fine, all hunky-dory now. It was throwing a fit earlier today and yesterday. Yeah, woe is me, death by success. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Y'all enjoy it, and you'll hear from me again here soon. 18.5 minutes. Man, I've really fallen off. Ooh, yaga. For this next one, we're gonna have to make an adapter. I shipped all my adapters.
I'm having trouble connecting to.
Very good. Well, they're fixed. Let's see. 55. Let's see. Henry. 5593. All right. Let's put ourselves an adapter together real quick. And if the adapter proves itself worthy, we will ship it out to the next customer waiting for one. Alright, let's get a couple of pogo pins in there. There's the blinkies, that's what we're trying to fix when we try to reload the software on there. Nice! Oh, I don't have to wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. I left it plugged in since yesterday. Perfect. Alright. We got our pins tinned. Our tins pinned. Our send help. Let's get a USB cord. Shove that on in there. Add a knot to it so it can't get pulled back out and rip off the pins with it. There we go. We'll add a dab of glue there so it doesn't go anywhere. can solder the USB cable or the USB wires to those pins. Almost done. Alright, our USB wires are soldered on there. Nothing's touching anything that shouldn't. There we go. Okay. Took a second to get them all lined up. And that's how you make an adapter. I count that as a repair. Ooh. Oh, I need my mock. Where's my laptop? Alright, excuse me. Let's see what this does. Nothing. Well, I bet ya. Something's not. Gosh darn. Connecting. Let's make sure nothing's shorting out. Nope, we're all good there. That's good. That's good. That's not good. Oh, that's good, yeah. And that's good. It just must not be reaching the Actually, it's possible that that's what's wrong with this thing, is it just doesn't even have a working, like the logic board is so far cooked that it's not giving us a working USB connection either. That's always a possibility. But let's see if we can get any USB life out of this thing. Just to prove it's not my adapter. Nothing. Oh. Get connected. Hello? Here's what we do. Okay, I see the culprit. I believe. I bent my tweezers. No. These are brand new. Alright, can we get a USB connection into this thing? Yeah, okay. Is it going to stay connected when I... Okay. I need another one after all that. I'm gonna need another one if this thing doesn't restore. Oh, come on. We'll try it again here. Just make sure it's not our adapter. Nope, it's staying connected. No matter how much we wiggle that. If we unplug it, we see the disconnected log. So I know we've got a solid connection now. Please pray for us here. I really want this one to be a successful restore. No! We'll have to source another logic board for this one, unfortunately. Let's look at Will. Let's look at something that we actually have control, not Will. Henry. An issue that we have significantly more control over. Y'all can submit some feedback to Apple and let them know how much you love the fact that they hardware restrict the chips to the boards, so we can't just replace the chips that need it. Gotta replace the whole board. Isn't that the green way to go? Ah, that's too hot. That's not gonna boot up. Let's Stefan. It's like I'm really there with you at the border.
Your HomePod is about to reset.
Alright. A complete lack of bass. I think I heard a huff and a puff from the woofer, so I suspect the woofer's been blown to smithereens. Oh, I smell it. I'm gonna go ahead and just get another woofer now. Let's see. Oh, actually. From another... farty pod. Did this one actually fart for too long though? Yeah, it did. So that's no good. Hey, see you later. I doing? Yeah, that's a woofer I can put my face in. Woo! Garbage. Yeet. Brr. Hey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. My God, if you haven't paid for your HomePod repair in Super Chats by now. Thank you, man. Oh, I'm just happy that we were able to fix the thing. Second gens always make me nervous. I bought a disco light specifically for whenever we get a super chat. And it doesn't have batteries. I gotta go to IKEA and stock up on some rechargeables. It's just this tiny little disco ball like the size of my fist. It sits on your desk and spins around. And you get dinner. Hey. Going to Olive Garden, boys. Unlimited breadsticks works. And with that, we should have our base back. Cheers to Paul. Let's see, 55.47. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me pull you up here, Colin. 55.47. Oh, hold on. I don't have your number in my new system, which probably explains why there's additional delays. I don't have you in my old one either. Let's look up Colin. I don't have a Colin. Let's see. Oh, 5447. Here we go. I found you. I found you. Fear not. Let me see. Let me see. Was yours the one in the second gen box? Yeah. Not yet. Okay. No, we got it here. I didn't get your label for you. I don't have you in my new system either. That's right. And let me double check the notes here. Only USB would never appear on Mac. Okay, that's right. You tried making your own adapter. All right, this will be an exciting one. Since you're here with us, if you don't mind, go ahead and stick around. Actually, perfect timing, brother. I haven't messaged the next few repairs up next here, so we'll go ahead and do yours now. Here.
I'm having trouble connecting to the...
Very good. Henry's got their base back. You'll have to forgive me. I don't have a way to put your name up on the screen there since that's all done through my new repair portal, and I don't have you added in there yet. Everything's been kind of a cluster ever since we moved houses and methods. Okay, so you say you've tried, and yes, that certainly does look like someone else has been in here. Not that you did anything wrong. I've torn into these way too many times. It looks like as far as the pins making contact with the debug port, you did perfectly fine there. Let's go ahead and hook our adapter up. Actually, hold up. Let's sanity check. I believe they did confirm blinking volume buttons, but let's go ahead and just make sure here. Wouldn't that be funny if they were actually going to Olive Garden and I'm just a psychic like that? So that should be doing something different by now. I am certain it's going to blink the volume buttons, but for posterity, we'll go ahead and let it sit here. Red swirl. Okay, so it just sits here forever, eh? Or blinking so more or less, basically, it'll blink volume buttons after 60 seconds. If the display doesn't detect any feedback from the logic board, it'll blink those volume buttons. But that's not really like a rule, more like an observation that many of these have how many of these have behaved. If we sit here and tap and hold the top, I'm sure it'll turn red. Yeah, there you go. And if we let go, it'll probably turn white. So another way that these like to fail like this is I call this an eternal boot. It's not boot looping. It's not turning off and back on in a loop. It's sitting here eternally trying whatever it's trying there. I thought... Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm reading your notes, and your notes said I made my own adapter and could only get it to have the blinking volume button. And I misinterpreted that. I thought that was you saying I've always got blinking volume buttons on this. But I know what they're saying. When you connect the USB adapter to these, and you connect it to your Mac, it's going to put the HomePod into DFU mode. And DFU mode is going to also blink the volume buttons. So, we're good. I understand what's going on. Nonetheless, let's hook up our adapter to this and see what it's doing here. Excuse you. Yeah, don't apologize for any confusion. That is 100% on me. If that is one of my weaknesses, it's that right there. Is I very easily misunderstand and misinterpret. And that's just my flavor of autism, I guess, that I ended up with. Where's my laptop? There it is. Alright, we already had another hardware dud here today. Let's hope that they weren't able to get a USB connection to this one due to a bad USB adapter that they tried to make. I'd rather say, yeah, you messed up making your USB adapter than have to say, yeah, it's going to cost an extra $20 to fix because it needs a new logic board. Please, Cusco, bless us with a successful software restore. It's chugging along. It's plugging through. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Good news. Good news, everyone. It is successfully restoring the software. We're going to scooch this off to the side and work on another HomePod while this works through its software business here. That'll take about a HomePod's repair worth of time. So once we're done fixing another pod, we're going to come right back to this. So don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back to it and crack it open for the obligatory internal hardware maintenance. We don't want to send it on its way without if we have a chance at its insides without doing that, so that we don't get it back in the future for more expensive problems. Let's message the next few repairs up here and let them know. There we go. We got 5593 coming up here. And then when we're done with 5593, we're going to swing back to Colin there. And then we'll do 5591. I think we'll run out of sake by then. But we really need to finish the rest of these today. They've been waiting too long. We'll see how the kid's behaving by then. Kind of depends on the kid's behavior, really. Can't stick the wife on babysitting duty for too long all day when she's already taken so much energy from her. Alright, we got the next few messaged. So we've got 5593 here. No power. And someone's been in here. So we're not going to dare try plugging this in because I don't trust anybody's work. We don't know how well they put it back together or what's really going on with it. And I generally tell people if they're sending in something that they've already tried working on themselves to just throw it back together with the original screws. Don't worry about plugging anything in. That's usually where people mess up, so don't worry about plugging anything in. But we'll take care of it. So, let's see here. Let's see what we got. I mean, I gotta say, so far you put everything back together pretty perfectly. Oh boy, I see the problem. This one's gonna be fun. Did you use freaking solder paste to try to replace that diode? I don't like solder paste. It's not, well, at least for most of the work that we do, it's not very good. All right. I'll save you. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if we can clean that up before we bother doing any maintenance items on this. Why did you turn off? Oh no, it's acting up again. Let's see. We waited too long. I'm gonna get plenty of flux on there. Hopefully any solder that wanders off will become one with something else and not short anything. How do we clean up a bunch of solder paste on this board? Well, I'm gonna get their old diode off of here. Oh, well, it looks like a replacement diode, so no big deal there. And then let's get plenty of flux all over there. I'm just gonna go all over everything with my iron. Oh, they're missing that little capacitor there too. Easy fix. No big deal. There you go. My biggest concern was all the junk in here, but that actually cleaned up perfectly. Alright, let's replace their missing capacitor here. Oh, and one other thing really quick, I'm going to go over the whole board with the heat gun really quick, just looking for any concerns. Nah, that all looks so good. That looks great. No sense wasting their brand new perfectly good diode either. We'll get that on there. All right. Good show. Let's make sure there's no short across anything. What's going on with my what's going on with my multimeter? That was weird. Good there. Good. 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 Yeah. Saved. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Let's give it new filters here. Let's get it back together. What a good one. Something different, but still perfectly fixable. Yeah, don't use, I would not recommend using solder paste unless you have experience with the stuff and know when and when not to use it. I wouldn't, solder paste, it would by no means be my go-to, the first thing I would use if I'm, trying to fix one of these, or a lot of stuff, frankly. Ah, Josh. No, I saw your... Sorry, I saw you. I saw you say hello. I forgot to say hello back at you. Ugh. M. Torres, welcome, welcome. And yes, thank you. No, we've, the original nixfix.com website's still all the same. I got sick and tired of a giant Google spreadsheet where everybody's repair requests went into from the Google form that you'd fill out, and then if you wanted to place an order, you'd have to email me and wait for me to get back to you with an invoice. Vibe coded a new custom CRM to manage the repairs, and Scope creeped to hosting a new shop website for that too. I said, to heck with it. If I'm going to have customers, why not have them all in one place? Make it easier. And there you go. I quite like it. Makes it a lot easier to manage inventory and need to throw up for sale. So, funny enough, this is the second time this has happened to me. I've tried buying these Sonos amps with no power, trying to fix them up and resell them for a little extra side money. That one was sold as no power. No power. Booted right up. Works just fine for me. I got a great deal on it. I've been testing it for a few days. What looked like to me was it was in the middle of a firmware update. Because it was, when I turned it on the first time, it was blinking red and white, which is usually it's updating firmware, so you gotta wait. And I think the seller wasn't familiar with them, so they figured it was just busted. Well, and I'm never going to use it myself either, so I'm just going to throw it up for sale. I'll throw it up on my store site here probably tonight. I'll put a warranty on it. If it gives you problems, I'm happy to take it back and fix it up for you. Yeah, try to get that from anything you buy off eBay or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, it works fine, I promise. We'll replace this. He says as he throws the last one in existence into the trash. Where's Paul's name? Oh, he's over here. He's over here. I need to make those for a few of the other Patreon members there. Apple should be paying us to keep these things going. To your point, you shouldn't be paying for half of the issues that these things have had. But here we are. Here we are, and gas is $6 a gallon. Drinking all the gas. Sorry for hiking up the prices on all of y'all. I just get really thirsty. Can't really help myself. Error? What do you mean error? I have more faith. I have faith. we're gonna... Goodness. Alright, we're gonna try the software restorer again on their HomePod here, see. I think it'll work. I probably bumped into it while it was going here. We're working on the other one. Well, I get another
I'm
shot
having trouble
nonetheless.
connecting to the internet. For more info, check the Home app.
Because we got a 5593 done at least. Ooh. Yeah, it's going again. So we'll see if Colin's pod there. I guess I'll give it another HomePod repairs worth of time here to see if it works with another try. It's okay. I'm just hoping that I bumped into it. If I bumped into it and caused that problem, I'm happy with that. If it's naturally throwing that error, then we got problems. Nothing we can't fix. I'm just trying to keep it cheap. I like it cheap. Alright, okay. 5591, 5573, and 5560. 5573. 5560. Yeah. Excuse you. Alright. 5591. We already messaged them, I believe. 55. 5573. Let's message them and let them know they're coming up soon. Alright. It's restoring. It's working. It's chugging along. We'll see if it gets as far as it did last time and fails in the same way or what. I'm still optimistic. Loud noises! Oh, my gut is starting to say, did you eat ice cream earlier? How dare you? Dairy? Lactose? Would you like a banana? This banana's for you. Listen, where else in the entire world, let alone the internet, are you going to be able to find someone cracking open and fixing your very own technology, your own property, on live stream with some techno cancer going off in the background and the dude taking shots at it? What a deal. Send your stuff in today, nixfix.com. Better yet, if you don't have anything to fix, why not join the club of Patreon members there? Mayushi, Kurt, Jonathan, Paul, P, Danny, Stefan, Yonu, Kiara, the other Paul, Aiden, Shufflehands. They are all, since we've achieved our first 10 paid Patreon member milestone there, I'm going to be giving away a custom HomePod. We're going to dye it whatever color the winner wants. And it's going to be given away to a random one of the paid Patreon members there. You still have a chance to get in. You just gotta be a Patreon member there. I mean, if you ask me, $1 a month to support us and a chance to win a full-sized HomePod here and there is a heck of a deal. If I could patronize myself, I would. Gosh darn it, but you can't. I try every day. I check and make sure, and I see. Can I be a Patreon member of myself? Nope. And gosh darn, when they let you, then I will. So that way, hopefully, I can win my own HomePod one day for myself, and I can say that I can't ever take this thing apart for parts to fix another person's HomePod. It's mine. I want it, and it stays. But hey, if you want your chance, you've got until I give away the thing in a few days here, maybe a week at most. Patreon.com/nixfix and get yourself in on that chance there. And we'll be giving away more stuff soon. Fear not, if you don't win that time, there's more times. There's plenty of times, plenty of pods, plenty of stuff to pass around. Let's get this thing fixed. Haha! Welcome, welcome. Oh, be sure, keep an eye out. If you're not already a member, I'll email you soon with like a personal thanks. And, I'll email you a link to our Discord server as a little reminder. One of the Patreon perks is that before we do the live public stream for the repairs, we do a private stream for just the Patreon members, and we unbox everything that showed up and is waiting to get fixed. They get to see some of the stuff that people opted not to get streamed for fixed, so prototypes and all sorts of weird stuff. You get to see how good or bad people packed their stuff, and a little more insight into the back end of the business and how things are going and what we're planning on working on. And you're gonna get a chance at that HomePod here. Thank you. Is that Danny? Well, I do apologize. I've got a bit of a green thumb. Also, Danny, you gotta understand that people probably don't understand that you're joking, and you probably just negatively impacted my business. I think it's a funny joke, but people passing by don't. Heck of a warm welcome, buddy. Gosh. These days, people don't have the attention span to wait around for the context or to see that it was a joke. They see the problem and they immediately hop on the keyboard. And before the context comes in, they've already. Oh, it's good to hear from you again, though. I was thinking of adding the reason why I asked that last question in my last text to you. I'm gonna add some sort of auto notifier. You know, you kind of like a mailing list, where you could sign up to. There'll be two things. There's two things I'm working on. One is a notification whenever I go live. It won't be personal. The personal messages whenever I go live are reserved for the Patreon members. But then there's the other part, which would be just a more general mailing list, and I'm gonna make a blog, like a little blog site. And we'll just post ramblings and thoughts and how the business is going. I don't know. I feel like there's there's a few ideas and texts and methods that we know, and I don't want to keep it all in my brain. I want to put it out somewhere, some way, so someone else can pick it up and it's not lost forever. And I mean, sure, I'm sure maybe someday someone else will think up the same thing, but wouldn't it be nice to be able to search it up and it just, boom, Nick's got a write-up for it already. Excellent. Subscribe to myself from a different YouTube account and have a script that forwards it. Not even. So how the now working on and the on the bench overlays, how those two overlays work now is tied into my repair portal. So I build what's called a lineup, where in my repair portal I just simply pick which repairs I'm going to stream for the day, or at least add to the queue. I might not get all that whole queue fixed in one stream, but I can queue the repairs up, and that's what shows up on the bench. I have control panel in my repair portal, and it'll automatically timestamp and add a link with the timestamp to everybody's repair ticket. So basically, I've already got a thing here and now where I say specifically when I go live, and it knows exactly when I go live. So I should be able to simply add a little tweak where it notifies people that signed up on a certain list to that I'm live with the link as soon as I click go live. Easy peasy. Lag. I haven't heard any complaints yet about lag, but I won't. I don't see any statistics on my end that would corroborate that, but I won't disbelieve if it is actually lagging. But it looks good from here, and I haven't heard anything from anyone. Oh boy, I've got good news for Colin. Me? Nobody's ever complained about the stream lagging. Suddenly 3 other people, oh yeah, actually it's frozen on a frame here and there, or it's buffered for me here and there, but it's otherwise perfectly fine. Which it's probably perfectly fine. But oh, I have a feeling I might know what it might be. Well, no, see, I've got gigabit fiber, and I'm not coming anywhere near that, but maybe I'm still coming near some sort of bottleneck around my local network hardware. I'm pulling all 200 of the city of Bellevue's traffic cameras into my VMS right now. I got, I had that itch. They're traffic cameras. And, I couldn't quite get anything to gracefully grab all of the camera URLs. So today I took a crack at it, another crack at it, but this time I asked Claude, and Claude had no problem. Claude said, all right, let me go through. And then I was like, okay, dump all the camera URLs into a media MTX YAML file so that I can pull them in with my security VMS. and then I was like, okay, take all of those and also dump them into a CSV so that I can, because my VMS doesn't support M3U8 transport streams. Makes sense. It's an IP. It's a security VMS. It's made for IP cameras, not web streams. But I can use Media MTX to pull that that transport stream in. It's not an MPEG transport stream, but it's some kind of other weird embedded video live stream format. Anyways, point is I can use Media MTX to pull in all of the cameras and then make them act as basically an RTSP camera that my VMS can pull. And I've got a photo on my phone of, so I've only got 64 of them added on a recording server right now because I ran out of time, but in theory I should be able to have all 200 up and going at the same time on a single machine. But this one machine on one monitor is showing 50 to 60 of those cameras. I just need to spin up 2 more of these servers on this box, and I should be able to have the entire city of Bellevue on a single box, on a single monitor. What does HVEC mean in video compression? Oh, well, okay. I think you typoed there. HEVC is short for, or an abbreviation for high efficiency video codec, or high efficiency video compression, or whatever the C stands for. You get the idea. Is that an Odyssey G9? No. It's whatever Dell's super duper ultra wide is. It's not a super high refresh rate or fancy panel by any means, but it gets the job done for free. Anyways, where were we? HEVC and video compression. I mean, it's a pretty. There's a lot you can discuss about HEVC and video compression and what have you. So unfortunately, our the VMS at my day job, we don't really take advantage of like super cool video codecs and quality and what have you, but
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
So I know about as much as you can Google for some of it. Ooh, they're more worried about AI features and having a chatbot that can do nothing useful for you in the viewing client. All right. H.265 is basically much more efficient and reduces storage costs. Plus, you can allow yourself to have higher quality cams and refresh rate. this is 100% correct and an excellent definition. It is worth mentioning that the more efficient compression algorithm of H.265 HEVC versus H.264 is it does cost more CPU utilization. In other words, you might be able to squeeze 4K 60 frames a second through a 4,000 kilobytes a second pipeline with H.265 HEVC, but it's going to use a lot more CPU than the 8 or 10 or 16 or however high of a bit rate, which, off on a totally different tangent, if we're talking about codecs and compression in video, right? The higher the bit rate, or more specifically the closer to the source bit rate that you are, the less your CPU has to work on it. So in other words, let's, right now I've got a 50,000 kilobyte per second video feed from our camera going into OBS. And then I also take that and I stream at 50,000 kilobytes a second to YouTube. And that is, in my opinion, at least in my somewhat educated opinion, going to be the most efficient way to do it, versus crushing the 50,000 kilobyte per second video feed from my phone down to 20,000 or 10,000 or whatever from OBS and spitting that out to YouTube. The hardware would handle it perfectly fine. I mean, it's an M2 Max Studio, so but I'm more personally concerned not about the CPU utilization. I just want the maximum quality that I can stream. That's why we made our own app to live stream the video now. That's why we made our own OBS plugin to do it too, and still trying to work out how we do why is this should be up by now. Oh, it's I saw that. Interesting. It's successfully restored is the weird thing. I've got restore finished. That's why you have hardware decoding for... Yes, the thing with hardware decoding is it's not just pure magic. You've got to have the hardware to decode it. And that means if you're doing H.264, then you have to have an H.264 decoder with its own... That is interesting. Did you guys see the same thing I did? Regardless of whatever the heck my live stream is doing to Danny and possibly everyone else there, I'm pretty sure I saw it briefly blink the volume buttons before restarting and then finally booting up in setup mode. I feel like that took too long in the first place. I was just about to say that it's got to have some kind of weird issue going on, but maybe YouTube is for the live stream stuttering. Maybe it is a YouTube side thing. See, and that's working just fine. Okay. Folks, fellas, I hate to leave you, but if you all don't mind, I think the next best course of action, I'm starting to get hungry. Oh goodness. We're 2 hours into this, and I don't want to crack this one open quite yet. I want to leave it. I'm gonna set it up with my test account and see if it gives us any issues overnight. Because when I do go to crack it open, I want to replace everything that it's gonna need while we've got it open, and not after we've done otherwise routine maintenance, put it together, shipped it back to them, and hear from them that it's still got issues. So I'm going to try to break it overnight here before we do, hopefully otherwise, just routine maintenance and wrap up those other two there. We've also got a heck of a lot more to add to that queue. So like I said, join the Patreon club. Give yourself a chance to win a custom color first or second generation HomePod. The winner is going to get to choose their color and which generation they're getting. And they also get to see everything that's showing up and waiting to get fixed before we go live here. So I try to spoil you guys spoil me. So hope you all enjoyed this one. We're going to get them all fixed here, and I hope you join us for that.